So this story caught our attention on social media. A neighbor just denied her husband's sister access to the house because she didn't call her before coming, claiming it's her home and the other claiming it's her brother's house. Who's right and who's wrong? What do you think about this? You can join the conversation on 070-806-68614. You can also tweet us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. In other words, is it okay for your sister-in-law to just jump in the house or come over unannounced? That's pretty much what we're talking about today. Have you guys had that issue before, YK?
You know what? Sister-in-law.
In-law to just come into the house unannounced. That your smile.
Yes, it seems like there's
The
drama.
heavy smile. I mean, because it's her brother's house.
Yes.
And it's your house. So
I really wouldn't say anything.
Right.
That's the truth. If my sister-in-law came in unannounced, unless we are at war
Already.
we have hatred for ourselves, and then I will show myself.
black on black crime, YK.
Oh, no.
This is not black on black crime.
There's no crime now.
This is woman
Family,
on
I'm telling you.
woman on woman crime.
Right,
You know,
right.
my question first was, is the wife, is she an Oyibo wife, you know? Because we know that in Nigeria, we open our doors to family. I mean, family usually do not call, they just come in. And then they stay as long as they want. You can't even ask them. It's even rude for you to ask your in-law, please, when are you leaving? Like, I just got into her house and she asked when I was leaving. But I think it's important to call ahead. You know, because sometimes it may not be convenient. Some people are struggling to feed themselves and then you come in. And most times, the way Africans do it, when we come in, we don't come in to help. We come in to further eat. You know, there are some people, when they come in, they'll come in with, you know, and maybe do shopping or do something to just help or pay some bills. But you come and face already a struggling family. I think her position was a bit harsh, except if they had already existing issues. But to just say to her...
Okay. My rule is, if you come to my house without calling me, I won't even open the gate.
Yes.
Yes. And I told my tenants, please, if you're going out, go with your key. If you are leaving somebody inside, please make sure you have the person's number so that when you come, you can call the person to come and open the gate. If you are hitting at my gate and I'm not expecting anybody, I don't stand up. I won't open the gate. And
So somebody cannot come from the village and come and say, I just want to come from the village.
No, you would have told me you were coming.
If I don't tell you, I want to surprise, I'm in the area. And somebody says, that's Obiajulu's house.
Yeah, but you call me on the phone.
That's Obiajulu's house. I'll come and knock.
You will call me on the phone. Obiajulu, I'm in the area. Are you around?
Obiajulu, let me play this scenario. If the sister-in-law now calls the spouse, so she didn't call you because she's not really close to you.
Okay.
But she calls the spouse and the spouse forgets to tell you.
The spouse is on his own. You can't forget that kind of information with me. You have to tell me, so person is coming, no, get ready for her. I need to mentally prepare myself that I'm hosting a guest. So the way I was raised, that's the way I was. In fact, growing up, I used to hear my father ask any of my aunties that come to visit, when are you leaving? As you are landing. So I grew up with that. Immediately you're dropping your bag. Even if he doesn't ask you directly, he will send me. Go and ask Auntie so when she's leaving. Because he needs to calculate in his head how long you are staying. If he needs to find, maybe you don't know if you have eaten that day. If he needs to find money, don't just make the house comfortable for you. He needs to have that in his head. Even me as his daughter, if I go to the village to visit him, as I'm landing, are you people eating now? Okay. When are you people leaving? He wants to know.
Yes,
so I've been wired like that. And so when I got into marriage, we had a discussion that nobody would just up and come and start living. You will have to tell us. We prepare. I'm a very homely person and I love to host. So you won't take that away from me. But you don't badge into me just like that. And you're a sister-in-law, maybe I've had issues with you, or whether I've had issues with you or not. You can't just come and I open the door, I see, Auntie.
So what would you do? Would you send her back at that point?
Yeah, would you send her back?
At that point?
No, she will sit in a certain corner first. Then I'll call my husband. Nobody told me anybody's coming to stay. So
I think I can
very close to.
The person knows me, so the person will call me.
I can relate to what you're saying because I grew up. I mean, my brothers left Nigeria before I was practically born. I think I was 2 years old, so I grew up alone in the house. So I'm that me, myself, my space kind of person. I don't like the idea of just too many people in my space. I just like to be me, my mom, my husband, that kind of thing. But my husband is a family man. He likes if we go to the house, everybody is there. Everybody just come. So it took a while for me to adjust the fact that, okay, there are people here. Okay, I have to make sure there's food in the house. And all. For me, it's a lot. So initially, it was hard for me to understand somebody just showing up at my door. Oh, okay. I get upset. Like, okay, why didn't anybody tell me? Even my grandma just came back on Tuesday. I didn't know until that morning.
Whoa.
Like that morning that we're coming to go pick her up that day. Like, oh, Mama is coming. I'm like, oh, really? So now I'm already aware of the kind of family I have. So it doesn't bother me anymore. In the beginning, it used to bother me. Like, why would you just come to my house?
Unannounced.
Unannounced. But now it's not a big deal. I mean, I'm kind of used to it already.
I think let's, you know, the African way. The African way is you barge in, you stay, you are in your in-laws. The Oyibo way is totally different.
So how do we find the common ground?
Why?
The Oyibo way, they won't even let you in. It's at the door.
You go back.
Really?
Why?
That's the Oyibo way. But African way is not like that. So we have to now find a
middle ground.
Because Morales was explaining the Oyibo way. I mean, because,
as I said, I give you my background.
Yeah.
I grew up alone in my house.
Exactly.
Yeah. Me and myself.
That was what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's not Oyibo, it's just my own
that's
environment.
Isn't that why?
Oyibo that will do that.
Yeah.
African people are more, come, the more the merrier. Even if you are dying inside, even if you are dying, you will still be inviting more. Like me, I can invite the whole world and his brother to the house.
Let me take this call now. Come to you. Right. Good morning. Are you there?
Yeah.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Well, I think what for me, as Obi Ajulo have said, nobody will just knock on my door.
Okay, it's in the UK.
And you know, sometimes we have privacy, disrespect, and then insults. To just, oh, I'm passing by your house. You don't know what that person is passing through that moment. You don't know what they are doing that moment. You don't know whether they don't want to receive any visit at that moment. Okay. For me, I can't knock on people's door. If I'm in your area, I will phone. Are you there? If you are not in, but not just to knock on your door, that, oh, I'm in your area, I just want to hear you. I don't do that. I mean, even the family, if you are going to someone, phone them. That's why we have phone.
Yes.
I'll be coming next week. I'll be coming tomorrow. If you are available, let me know. You don't know what they are. For me, entirely, it's wrong.
Okay.
It's
all
wrong.
Right. Point taken. Thank you very much,
There are
yes,
some people that will come that we will invite them. If armed robber comes to your door like this,
Thank you.
Open the door.
Thank you.
Please come in.
Reject that in Jesus' name.
Amen. You will not say, you're not welcome. You're not welcome.
You didn't tell me you're coming.
You didn't tell me you're coming. You are sorry, sir.
So you know, this thing also got me thinking, because we're talking about a brother and a sister now. So she came to her brother's house, and now look at my children. My children are very close. I mean, they're just the two of them. They play together. They spend their whole time together. So I can imagine her going to her brother's house unannounced. I mean, this is her bro. And then who are you that he came from? So it's important that you have a good and cordial relationship. It's important to be polite about it. I'm coming over. But when she shows up at the door, I don't get when she already shows up at your door and you say, I'm sorry, you can't come in. And also we forget that it's not only monetary inconveniences. There are things that we also gain when people come and stay with us. I have my brother staying with me. And so many times, you know, he's just helped. Sometimes you don't have a nanny. You are more comfortable knowing that you have your family at home with the children. Sometimes errands need to be run, and they do that for you. So sometimes we should not only concentrate on how much it will inconvenience us.
Thank you very much for taking us there, because you see, this conversation is important because there are small things that affect people's marriages. Something as small as this. Yes, some people make it bigger than life. There's a major issue. I remember when my mother-in-law just came to my house. In the early days, when she just started, she walked into my room at maybe 3 a.m. 3 a.m. just come and look for charger. I mean, no knock, nothing, just walk right in.